Hello and welcome to this very special Project Body Love with Women's Health in association with Philips mood boosting workout. We all know the power of exercise to improve our mental health and physical health. It has been proven to make you feel more confident and feel better about your body. I'm here with Alice Livin. Alice is a best-selling author, a fitness influencer, a qualified personal trainer, and also a podcast host. She's going to take us through a 30-minute workout. All you need is 2 dumbbells. It's scalable. Anyone can get involved, so please do so. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to hand you over to Alice and explain what she's going to do for us.
Hi everyone and welcome to today's workout. As Claire mentioned, for today you'll need a set of dumbbells and also make sure you've just got some space around you. I'm going to take you through a full warm-up to make sure we're nice and ready to train. We then have 3 supersets that we're going to work through, and then we have a cool down at the end to make sure you finish feeling nice and good about yourself. So let's get started. We're going to come down to the mat to begin with, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and all we're going to do to begin with is just move through a few cat-cows to mobilize the spine. So we're going to press the floor away, rounding up through the back, tucking the chin to the chest, and then just reversing that, arching through the back, taking the neck nice and long, drawing the shoulder blades back and down. Good. We're going to do that 3 times. So again, rounding up through the spine, pressing the floor away, chin comes to chest, arching through the back, taking that neck nice and long. Good. One more time here, just rounding up, feeling that space between the shoulder blades, arching through the back, and then when you're ready, just coming back to find a neutral spine, so maybe just shaking out the hips from side to side. We're now going to focus on our thoracic spine, so that top part of our back. We're going to lift the right hand up towards the ceiling, so right fingertips reaching up towards the ceiling. We're then going to take that right hand and feed it under the left, dropping that right shoulder down to the mat if you can, and feeling that nice rotation through the upper back. Good. We're going to do that one more time. So opening up, reaching that hand up towards the ceiling, and then taking that hand down and through, reaching towards the opposite side. Good. Swapping sides here. So plant the right hand, same on the left. So this time left hand reaches up and opens towards the ceiling. Try and keep the hips nice and stable here as well, not rocking from side to side. Taking that left arm down and through, dropping that left shoulder to the mat. Good. Breathing into all of these stretches as well as we just warm up our bodies, opening up that left hand, last time here, and then taking that left hand down and through, reaching through towards the other side. Good. Bringing that left hand back to the mat. We're going to start to open up through the hips now. So stepping your left leg out to the side. You want those toes pointing forwards, tucking the toes of the knee that's bent. We're then going to sit the hips back into that heel, opening up through the left adductor, trying to keep nice and long through the spine there, Claire. So try not to round as you press back, keeping nice and long and neutral through the spine. Rocking forwards and back. We're going to go for 3 here. So sitting those hips back, and rocking forwards for 2, last one here, and for 3. Good. Bringing that left leg in, same on the other side again. Step the right leg out this time, toes pointing forwards, tucking the toes of the knee that's bent, sit those hips back for 1. Good. 2, last one here for 3. Nice. Bringing that right leg in. From here, tuck the toes, send the hips high, finding your way to a downward dog. So pressing the chest towards the kneecaps, just softening through the knees here, trying not to force anything, just taking the weight into one heel and then into the other, easing out through the calves and the backs of the hamstrings, taking a moment here. And then what we're going to do is draw the abdominals in towards the spine, rounding up through the spine, coming into your plank position. So coming up over to your plank position, Claire, good work. Then lifting up your left leg, stepping it out into your long lunge, you know this one. Dropping that back knee, we're going to rotate towards the left leg first, and then take that left elbow, reach that left elbow down towards that space in between the hand and the foot on the floor, good. Same on the other side, so send that left leg back, stepping the right leg forwards, gently lowering that back knee, rotating towards the ceiling first, and then taking that elbow, reaching that elbow down towards the floor. Good, sending that leg back. Take the hips high, walk the hands towards the feet. Last little part of our warm-up before we get started. Softening through the knees, coming up to standing. We're just gonna do a couple of squats to get ourselves nice and mobile. So coming down into the bottom of your squat, chest stays tall, elbows are gonna come inside of the knees. Nice, Claire, keeping that chest nice and tall. Hands are gonna come to the toes, send the hips high, just feel that nice stretch through the backs of the hamstrings, and then drive the chest up, sit the hips back down, coming into the bottom of that squat again. Nice, using those elbows just to gently open up the hips. One more time, send the hips high, folding up and over again, feel that nice stretch through the backs of the hamstrings, back down to the bottom, chest comes nice and tall, and then from here we're going to come up to standing. Good, so hopefully you're feeling nice and mobile and ready to train. We're now going to need the dumbbells. I'm going to talk you through our first superset. Now a superset essentially means that we have 2 exercises paired together, so really nice and simple. Claire's going to do them with me. I think you're probably going to go for a slightly harder variation, and I'm going to go for a slightly regressed variation. So our first exercise is a goblet squat. So you're going to grab your dumbbell, scooping those hands up and underneath the dumbbell. So I'm going to go for the version with a goblet squat, just one, and Claire's going to go for a double variation, so double front-loaded goblet squat. From here, we're going to do exactly as we just did, lowering down into the bottom of our squat, and then driving up. We have 10 reps there. From there, we're then going to grab our other dumbbell, if you're doing the same as me, feet under the hips, coming into a hinged position, so sending the weight into the back of the heels. And then from here we have a bent over row. So drawing the elbows back in towards the rib cage, thinking about the elbow going back in an arcing motion rather than pulling the shoulder forwards. Again, we have 10 reps there. So are you ready to get started? Keeping hold of your dumbbells, scooping those hands up and underneath. 10 reps in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go, lowering down. Nice and slow and controlled, driving through at the top. Keeping those heels really grounded, that's 2. Good. 3, keep the elbows tight in towards the body for 4. Nice work. 5 and 6. Make sure you're really driving through the feet here, squeezing the glutes under at the top. 7, 3 to go. 8, nice. 9, and last one here. 10, good work. So grabbing the other dumbbell, we go straight into our bent over row, feet underneath the hips, and we row back for 1, squeeze at the top. Feel those shoulder blades going back and down. 2, nice. 3, and the gaze is down towards the mat, keeping that neck nice and long. 4, 5, good. This is 6, slowly lowering down. 7, 8, 2 to go here. 9, and last one. 10, good, taking a second. So we're gonna have a 30-second rest now. Just having a little breather. Take a moment to grab some water if you need it. How was that, Claire?
Smashed it.
Smashed it. So we're 1 down, we have 2 to go. So we work in this format. We do our sets, then we take a 30-second rest. So we have 2 more of those, and then we're gonna move on. So stay with me. We've got another 13 seconds left of this rest. So grabbing that dumbbell, getting yourself ready for our second set. Maybe it felt a little bit uncomfortable the first time. See if it feels a bit more comfortable in your body this time. And we go in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, lowering down. Driving up for 1, squeezing those glutes under at the top, and 2, keep pressing through the floor. Good, 3, and 4, nice work. Keep the elbows tight to the body, shoulder blades back and down for 5, good. And 6, 7, nice work. Keep the slow tempo. 8, final 2, 9, last one, and 10. Good work. Grabbing that other dumbbell, coming into that bent over row, straight in 3, 2, 1. We go for 1 and 2, squeezing back with those shoulder blades. 3, good. 4, nice. 5, keep that tempo nice and slow. 6, 7, this is 8, 9, last one coming up, and 10. Good work, guys. 2 down, 1 to go. Placing your weights down, we take a 30-second rest, have a little breather again, and we'll be straight back in 25 seconds. Okay?
I'm just impressed by how in time we are.
I know, perfectly synchronized.
Yeah, we haven't even practiced
It's
this.
as if we've done this before.
It's remarkable.
And obviously, yeah, you're doing it so a slightly more intense variation, so using both weights. So if you want something that feels slightly more challenging, absolutely, there's always the opportunity to add more load, to go for a different grip. So a goblet grip would be easier than a double fronted grip. So there's always ways to try and progress things in strength training. There's always something for everyone. Right, last set, are we ready? Grabbing that dumbbell, we go in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, last set for 10. This is 1. Good. 2. Nice work. 3, keep the tempo nice and slow. 4, driving out the bottom, squeezing those glutes to the top. 5. Good work, guys. 6. 7. Nice. 8, final 2 reps coming up now. 9, and last one here. 10, good. Straight into that bent over row. No rest, taking the feet under the hips in 3, 2, 1. We go for 1. Squeezing back. 2, 3, good. 4, keep that tempo nice and slow. 5, 6, lovely. 7, 8, final 2, 9, and 10. Good work. First superset done and dusted. You can pop those weights down for a second and have a little breather. I'm going to talk you through our next superset. So we now move into a lunge. So we have a reverse lunge. Now we're going to hold both dumbbells in either hand. And from here, we're going to step back into our lunge position, keeping that torso slightly forwards over the front leg. So we don't want to go too far back with the weight. So keep the weight over that front leg, step it back, and we're going to change legs each time. So we have 10 in total on each leg. And then from there, we're going to pop the weights down, and we're going to start to work into our core stability and strength. So coming down to the mat for our second exercise, we find our plank position. Make sure you set up with the hands stacked under the elbow, stacked under the shoulder. So a nice solid position through the wrist there. Taking the legs out, we have our shoulder taps. So lifting one hand and tapping the opposite shoulder, holding there and lowering, hold and lower. Now the whole purpose of a shoulder tap is to maintain core stability and strength. So to resist the rotation through the trunk, what we want to try and do is therefore keep both hip bones facing down towards the floor the whole time. If your hips are rocking from side to side, you're not activating and using that core in the way that it should be in this exercise. So really try and keep your pelvis stable, hips stable, and just moving the hand to tap either shoulder. Okay, are we ready?
So if you find that you are moving your hips loads, can you scale down and do it from your knees?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's lots of options. Either take it down to the knees, but just make sure the pelvis is always underneath you. So what I don't want to see is this, where you have loads of pressure going through the shoulder and the hand is much farther forwards. So always bring yourself forwards, tuck the pelvis under, and then use that position from there.
Okay.
So absolutely, yeah, there are always regressions. So jumping up, we have our lunges first. We're going to get our heart rate up and then down into our shoulder taps. 10 reps on each side. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go for 1. Keeping that torso slightly forwards for 1 and 2. Good, nice and slow. 2. Good. 3. Just gently kissing that knee to the floor, not slamming down onto the kneecap. This is 4 and 4. Good. 5. Halfway now. Keep it going. 6 and 6. Nice. Just keep that tempo, driving through that front foot. 7. Using the breath. 8. Nice. 2 more on each side. 9 and 9. Last one. 10 and 10. Good work. Placing those dumbbells down. Nice effort. So we've done our lunges. We now come down to the floor, finding your way into your plank position, hands under the shoulders, taking the legs out. We have 20 in total in 3, in 2, and 1. We go for 1 and 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, good. Keep the control. 4, 4,
We're doing
nice.
20.
5, 5, 20 in total, 10 each side.
Oh,
6,
fine, yeah.
6, don't worry. 7, 7, 8, 8, keep it going, 9, 9, last one on each side, this is 10, and 10, gently lower the knees, good. So a little tip here, and this is one of my favourite coaching cues, you can have a tiny rest while I talk through it. So what we want to think about when we do reverse lunges is the feet being on train tracks, not on a tightrope. So if you're finding that you're struggling with balance in your reverse lunges, the chances are your feet are too close together or too narrow to allow yourself to have balance. So when you step back, think about those feet being on train tracks, take the feet slightly wider, and that's going to really help you to have better stability in that reverse lunge. So think about that for this set. Are we ready?
Yes.
Grabbing those dumbbells. Second set, we go in 3.
Which one back first?
In 2, left foot back first. Yeah. In 1. Here we go, stepping it back for 1. And 1. Keep it nice and slow. 2. And 2. Good. Driving through that front foot. 3. And 3. 4. Nice. 4. Halfway. 5. Good. Really using that front foot to press into the floor. 6. Good. This is 7. Almost there. Breathing through. 8. And 8. 2 more on each side here. 9. Keep it going. Last one on each side. Let's go for 10. And 10. Good job. Weights down. Again, let's find our way to that plank position. So hands under the shoulders. Ready to go in 3, in 2, and 1. Nice and slow for 1. 1. Good. 2. 2. 3. 3. Really working on that shoulder stability here. 4. This is 5. And 5. 6. 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. 9. Almost there. Keep pushing. Last one. And 10. 10. Good. Slowly lower the knees. Good. I know, they're horrible, those ones.
Hard, those.
You did amazing. 2 down, 1 to go.
Oh.
So just a little note in the shoulder taps. What tends to happen is as people fatigue, you'll find the hands get further and further away from the shoulders. So really try and be mindful about keeping that wrist under elbow under shoulder stacked. That's going to help to protect your wrists and your elbows in that position. What we tend to find is if the hands come further forwards, that's putting loads of pressure through the shoulder joint. So just try and keep a really nice straight line as you fatigue.
I was doing that.
Were you doing that? Oh, well, lucky I mentioned it then.
Yeah,
Final set, grabbing those dumbbells. Oh, are we ready? In 3, in 2, stepping back on the left, in 1, here we go, last set. We go for 1, and 1. Good work, everyone. 2, and 2. 3. 3, good. This is 4, and 4, nice work. 5, halfway. 5, 6, and 6, keep it going, nice and slow. 7, breathing through. This is 8, and 8, 2 to go on each side. 9, 9, last one. Big push, 10, and 10. Good work. Dumbbells go down, coming down to the floor. Last time for the shoulder taps. I think Claire's happy about that. So finding your way to your plank position. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 1, and 1, 2, 2. Gripping through that core. 3, 3. Keep that pelvis in line. 4, and 4, good. 5, 5, 6, 6, nice work everyone. 7, 7, 8, 8, good. 9, and last one, 10, and 10, nice work. Lower down. Feel free to stretch out the shoulders if you need to for a second while I talk you through our next and final superset. So we're 2 down, we have 1 to go. So we're going to start with a squat jump. So nice and simple, nothing too complicated. Feel free to take this down to a regular squat if that feels better for you. So if you're unable to jump, absolutely opt for a regular squat. That's absolutely fine. If you want to go for the jump variation, we're looking for triple extension at the top of the jump. So extending through the knees and hips to make sure that we get nice height on our squat jumps, using those arms to drive us back as well. So 10 squat jumps. Just show you to be nice and simple. Yeah, from there, we're then going to come down to the floor. We have a core variation now. Here's what I'm going to do, which is going to be really kind to you. So 2 options here. If you're finding that your wrists and your arms are feeling a little bit knackered from what we've just done, that's really normal. If they're not used to weight-bearing exercises, it's actually quite normal to feel that. So what Claire is going to do is go for a bicycle crunch. So lying down onto your back, if you want to demonstrate for me. We're going to bring elbow to knee, trying to get real maximum rotation through the core here. So really lifting up, good, perfect. Nice, slow tempo, pausing at the top of each movement. Yeah, exactly that, perfectly demonstrated. What I'm going to do, so while Claire's doing that, is I'm going to come down into a plank position. We're still going to work for rotation through the core, but slightly different. The hands are going to come under the shoulder, and instead I'm going to bring elbow to the outside of my, knee to the outside of my elbow, and then knee to the inside elbow. So again, rotating out, and then rotating across. So I'm going to go for 10 on each side here. Claire, you have the joy of doing 20 mountain climbers. So we have our squat jumps first, so 10 squat jumps, we'll do that together, and then you can choose at home which one you want to do, whether you want to go for the bicycle crunches or the rotating mountain climbers. So jumping up, everyone, let's finish on a high. 10 reps, getting ready to go in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep it going, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely work. Coming down to the floor, so bicycle crunches, all those mountain climbers in 3, 2, and 1. So I'm going to go 1, 1, 2, 2. Good. 3. Taking that knee across. 4. Nice work. 5, 6. Good job. This is 7, out and in, 8, and across. Good. Last one on each side. 9, and last one here. 10, and across. Lovely work. Nice. 1 down, 2 to go. Shake out those wrists if you need to. Getting yourself up. Let's take 20 seconds, and then we're going to go straight back in for set 2. Doing really well. Don't worry, we've got a cool down coming up in a second. So another 5 seconds, and we'll go straight back in 5, getting ready, and 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, good. 6, keep it going. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely work. Straight down. Finding your way to that plank position if you're doing the same as me. In 3, 2, and 1. We go out and across for 1, 2. Nice work. 3, 4, keep it going. 5, and across. 6, 7, good. Keep driving that knee across. 8, last 2 here. 9, and last one. 10, and across. Nice. Slowly lower down. 2 down, 1 to go. We're so close. Stay with me, jumping up. Taking another 20 seconds, and then we're heading into that final superset. Doing really, really well. We have a cool down coming up. Last set, last big push. Are we ready? Let's go in 5. Last set in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. 10 reps for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely work. Down to the floor. Last exercise of the day. Big push. We go in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. Out and across. Out and across. That's 2. This is 3. Nice. And 4. 5. Good. 6. Keep it going. 7. That's 8, final 2 here. This is 9, last one, and 10. Good work, guys. Take a moment, shake out those hands. We're gonna push ourselves back, Finding your way to a child's pose, so just flip yourself over, Claire, taking those knees nice and wide, walking the hands forwards, dropping the chest to the mat, and just having a moment to breathe here, finding some stillness, breathing into the rib cage, into the back, just feeling the breath just start to slow down. Good. When you're ready, just walking the hands over to the left. Place the left hand down first, right hand on top. Gently pull those hips away from the hands. Feeling that stretch down the right side of the body here. And again, we're going to do that to the right. So walk the hands over to the right. Right hand down first, left hand on top. Pulling those hips away. Good. From here, walk the hands forwards. Swimming the hips through, drop the hips to the mat, draw the shoulders away from the ears, just opening up through the chest. Try not to force anything, don't push into your lower back too much. Just go to wherever feels comfortable for you. And then send the hips back, tuck the toes, finding your way back to that downward dog, just as we did in our warm-up. So taking those hips nice and high. And again, just feeling that nice stretch through the backs of the legs. Good. From here, lifting the left leg, bring it forwards into that long lunge, just as we did in our warm-up. This time we're going to take the left hand, Claire, place that inside of the left knee, and just gently rotate towards that leg. So feeling that nice opening through the right hip flexor, deep into that left hip. You feel that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Good. Breathing here. Remembering that the breath is so crucial to the stretch. Allows us to relax into it, sending that leg back. Same on the other side. Right leg comes forwards, right hand inside of that right knee. And again, rotating towards that knee. Good. Nice, sending that right leg back. From here, just slowly, slowly walking the feet towards the hands, coming to hang over the legs. Really just relaxing everything now, taking a moment to yourself, relaxing through the neck, the upper back, softening through the knees. And then when you're ready, slowly, slowly rolling up through the body, coming all the way up to standing. And we are done. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys. I really hope you found that workout good, that you maybe learned something, and hopefully that you enjoyed it. So thank you so much, and we hope to see you again very soon.
Thank you, Alice. So my all-time most hated exercise move is mountain climbers, which is why you kindly, program them and then kindly give me a bicycle to do, which is not much better when you're trying to do it for 20 reps. So thank you for joining us for this very special Project Body Love with Women's Health in association with Philips event. Project Body Love is a campaign to encourage you to be kinder to yourself about your body. Embrace your uniqueness, realise that you are beautiful and well looks different on everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.